Well, the one thing I've noticed, this room gets pretty intense at times. There's music, there's a lot of different guys, but what's pretty cool is that each guy has an individualized workout routine that you kind of build together. Today we're going to focus on Taylor Rogers and what he does to keep his body right when he's on the mound. He's got different set of drills that he does that I notice, and I find it ironic, Taylor, that your nickname's Bones, but you're also known as a guy that really kills it in the weight room. Maybe you can talk a little bit why the conditioning part, the mobility part, and the strength part is important to your game.
Well, first and foremost, I pick Monday and Fridays to lift. Being in the bullpen, you never know when you're going to pitch. So I like to keep the strength training regimented. And not being a morning person, Monday and Friday, you're going to have night games. So I like to lift later in the day. And Ian's great. He tailors kind of your, no pun intended, tailors your, your program to yourself.
You keep it fun, you keep it light, but getting guys in here, that's an art in itself.
Yeah, I mean, really it comes down to like what kind of relationship you have with the player, right? I mean, like Taylor and I have a relationship and understand, okay, Monday, Fridays are his days. And, you know, being a reliever, it's hard, like he was saying. You don't know when you're going to pitch. So kind of the message that I've been giving is, especially as a reliever, don't let your throwing schedule dictate your lifting schedule, because if it does, then you might go 2 weeks without getting a lift in. When you do get a lift in, you're going to be sore, not going to be able to stand up, you know, to be able to pitch the next day. So that's what we want to try to avoid. And, you know, we all want to play in the playoffs in, you know, October, November. And, you know, if we can put in the work now, it's going to help us set us up for success down the road.
Hey, Taylor, how long did it take before you realized what you needed to do to be the best pitcher on the mound?
So it's still an ongoing process. I think the base of all this stuff, all these movements, keeping an eye on the core. And I think that's the very base and foundation of all these lifts is the core, especially when you're throwing a baseball. So that's what I try to think about going through all of these. I'm not trying to get in here to get huge biceps or anything for the beach. I'm in here to throw a baseball as hard as I can.
In the pitching delivery, right, the pelvis is going to deliver the rib cage is going to deliver the scap is going to deliver the humerus is going to deliver the elbow is going to deliver the arm, and the hand obviously delivers the baseball. So kind of everything works in sequence up the chain. So if we don't start in a good position and we can't control our pelvis, more often than not, it's going to throw everything else out of whack, and some things can go haywire down.
Is this for a dramatic effect or what? This is like movie
No, so this is single leg hip thrust, right? So this is driving, again, single leg hip extension, getting some posterior chain strength in there. Chain's the easy way to load it compared to a barbell. Doing a single leg with a barbell is difficult, but and chains look cool, right? They sound cool, so why not?
We started at 1:30. It's 2 o'clock right now. The game doesn't start for 5 hours. So there's no doubt in my mind that I will be fully recovered by the time the game starts from this lift.
So let's say you do have those 6.5, 7 hours between your workout and maybe when you have to perform. What else do you do to your body? I know you play catch. I know sometimes you might do some different stretches or even some treadmill work. What goes into the 5 hours between the lifting and game action?
So it's a lot, yeah. We'll do our movement prep every single day. And that's kind of what's going to get you started. That's where you start the day, movement prep. You can go in the training room, you can get stuff done if something's ailing you at some point. Us pitchers will go out and throw, we'll take BP. When you come in, that's time for you to kind of unwind, get your mind ready for the game. And we do some scouting report stuff, get some food, and then just kind of get ready for the game. Before the game, I'll get in the hot tub and cold tub. I like to shower, just kind of rinse everything off for the day, start fresh, and be ready for the game.
So kids, people always ask, what time do the players get there? Do they just show up for the game and play ball? Well, no. As Taylor just laid out, they come at 1:30, he hits the weight room, he gets mentally prepared, he's got to study, he's got to do everything, and he might not pitch till 9 o'clock tonight. But look at all the things that he does to get himself right to be the best Taylor Rogers he can be out on the field. It's pretty impressive.